Miracle, do you want to go look at some flowers? I'm just going to go look at a couple flowers. So, I'd gone to check the mail and I forgot I wanted to take this with me to show these little flowers. They're so cute. It's September and I still have roses here with a wonderful aroma. So you can still stop and smell the roses. Kids. And these are the tricky little flowers. Aren't they cute? I like them because they're a whole bunch of little tiny flowers. I don't know what, I hope that doesn't get blurry. Aren't those cute? See, these ones have a name. Alpine geranium. They're cute little ones too. There's a bit of a breeze. It's pretty much the perfect day, the temperature. And then there's these other little guys, same kind of flower. There's a bunch of little flowers. Aren't they cute? They're like little bouquets, little mini bouquets for each bunch. I found some more. I didn't see these ones before, and they've got the two kinds, the two colors beside each other. And aren't these a pretty bright red? I talk louder because of the lawnmower. Okay, since this seems to be a pattern, this was the annual tour of Reinhardt Park. A little tiny oasis in the middle of a little town. I wanted to tell you the story of Miracle because she's a funny little thing. She's got quite a little story behind her and why her name is Miracle. Here she comes. So, I wanted to quickly tell the story of Miracle because Miracle, come here. Come on, come here. Hey, Miracle, hey. Oh, she's ignoring me now. Okay, so I'd been waiting for my cousin all day, and she lives in Alberta, and she'd been in Victoria visiting her sister, and she ended up a bit late. That's okay, it's quite a ways here and off the beaten path. But I had been outside waiting for her, just doing stuff outside for at least 2 hours. And then she showed up. She had her kids, quite a large suburban vehicle. We went to the beach, hung out for a few hours. She came back. She'd left her car parked there, I'm sure, and we'd walked down. And as soon as she left, I heard this tiny little meow. And I go out there, and there's this tiny little kitten on the front lawn. So I don't know if one of her kids had brought her, or if she'd hitchhiked in the vehicle. Might have been a kid. I don't know. So I had to leave right away that weekend to go sell cutting boards at a market. I think we were selling at Granville Island back then. So we'd be gone 3 days, but we had a roommate, and we said to the roommate, don't let the kitten out. But the kitten got out while we were gone. And when we got home, the kids across the street came running over saying, we got a new kitten, we got a little kitten. And I didn't want to say anything because the kitten had just shown up, and the kids were so happy that they had a new little kitten. So she lived over there. She grew up over there, across the street. And then the kids were a bit rough with her, and at one point she got her head slammed in a door, and they thought she was dead. And again, we were gone. It was a weekend, and the roommate was here, and they brought her over. This is the story I heard, and she wasn't breathing. She seemed dead, and the mother and the children were freaking out and asked him if he could deal with the situation. And he said he would, like bury her or something. And then she came to life, and they said, it's a miracle. So then her name became Miracle. And then they moved, but they couldn't take her with them to their new place. So she came and lived here. And then another mom with a couple kids moved in there. So Miracle wanted to move back. She lived there. She lived back with the new family for a couple years. And they called her Alley Cat because she sat on the road all the time. And then they moved, and they couldn't take her with them, so she moved back with me. And then she was with me for a couple of years, and then there was a lady down the street who had a little girl, and Miracle went and camped out in front of her house for about 3 weeks. And then my neighbor, who's beside them, heard the mother say to the little girl one day, no, we can't have a cat. No, she can't come and live with us. And then right after that, Miracle came back home and stopped her vigil out in front of the house, and she has learnt to love me. And, you know, I think she's okay now with, because other people have moved in with kids, and she's older now, and she isn't camped out at their place or trying to move in or anything. And yeah, I think she's accepted the fact that this is her home. And that's the story of Miracle. Funny little thing. Okay, that's